Post-match interview here at Chesham following today's 3-1 victory against Aylesbury. Dave, 2-0, half-time, cruising, we get a penalty saved, and that maybe changed the momentum of the game. And then when they get one back in the later stages of the game, it was almost like, it wasn't necessarily panic stations, but we could easily have come away with here without 3 points, when it looked for long periods that it looked like we were good value for the 3.
Yeah, we just spoke before we went on camera that that gave them a lift. 3-0 is dead, and we probably cruise to it, and they get a bit of momentum from that. They come at us. We had to make 3 changes, but we also then just played some awful football. The shape had gone. We spoke to them at the end about at that point, just get your shape out, just do the right things, and everything will be fine. And we still made opportunities in that period, by the way. But you have to say, if you're Aylesbury, I mean, there was a sort of a ping pong in our goal that I don't know how they don't score. In fact, it just needed someone to actually just stroke it into the net. Yeah. And they've seen what they've wasted a great chance. And the second one, obviously they would have got second. What I would say, and Skip just mentioned it to the players after the game, is that the moment they scored their goal, we relaxed and played good football. I felt we controlled it for the last 10 minutes from that, which is balmy the way we were playing in the middle period. And then we controlled it from that, and Temi got what I think he thoroughly deserves today, which was a goal. You know, I mean, even then he's had to have a little bit of luck with it, but he deserved his goal. And I don't think 3-1 flatters us anyway. I think if we'd gone 3-0, we may have gone 4. And you know, obviously Aylesbury are having a little bit of a poor run at the moment, and I think their heads would have gone. But it just gave them a lift, and we didn't do the right things at the time. But thankfully, if anything, their goal probably galvanised us and actually started playing football again.
Skip, we were obviously just talking about we're very close to making it 4 clean sheets in a row, which would have been a really good. It's almost unheard of for us in our short history. Was you sort of disappointed by the way that we managed the game in the closing stages? Because I think if you look back to Saturday, we only won 1-0, but I felt we managed the game really well. And the game before that against Leighton, we get 2-0 up early on. We managed the game really well, and they never really looked like scoring. Was it disappointing tonight that we get into a 2-0 lead? And it was almost like a familiar pattern to those other 2 games, but we didn't really close it out like we should have done. And as I say, if the penalty goes in, it's probably a different story altogether, but we still had the game in the palm of our hand, and really it should never have even gone into the last 10 minutes, and it being even up for debate that we were going to get the 3.
The frustrating thing is, I think it's a bittersweet, because if you'd have said to us at the beginning, you're going to win 3-1 here, we'd have all took that. Yeah. Because they are level on points with a game in hand. They're on a tough run, but we've been on that tough run ourselves, so we know how hard it is to get out of it. The team talk was all about score the first goal, because we'd had 3 clean sheets, so everybody does homework on each other. We've done our homework on them. I think they've 8 defeats in the last 10. We've had 3 wins on the bounce with 3 clean sheets, get the first goal, which we did. Then we get the second one, and then everything that you've just said, he's spot on. The fact that we've got a little bit bored, got a bit complacent, got very lucky, because they should have scored definitely 1 before they did. There was probably other chances that with a little bit more confidence and a little bit more luck, they could have had other goals tonight. So in the previous 3 games, we've rode our luck at times. It's not like we've defended and not given teams a single opportunity or chance. So before Christmas, when we were complaining about lack of luck and things going against us, they've started to go for us. What you don't want to do is give a team where we've played that well a goal with 6 minutes to go to make it 2-1, and then all of a sudden you're in a game where you know there's going to be at least 4, 5, 6 minutes injury time. So, as Dave just said, after the goals conceded, that's when we switched on again. That's when we played in their third. That's when we were winning free kicks, corners. We were just playing like we should have done prior to the goal. So very frustrating, but let's be realistic about this. 3 points away to Aylesbury, tough place to come. A team that's sitting in the same place as us, 8th, 9th place. So yeah, we've got to be happy with that. But again, you're always looking for the next game. You're always looking to push these lads. And there's tonight. There's 4 or 5 quality performances. The energy in the first half was fantastic. And as Dave has alluded to, we've had to make 3 changes because people are carrying knocks. One's got a tight hamstring, and he's already had a hamstring injury this year. His knee was starting to hurt. Well, that's an old injury that he's had before, and Simo's been carrying ankles, knees, so he was always coming off. So the lads who came on did nothing wrong. You could argue, if they're going to listen to this on Twitter at a later date, the more experienced lads suddenly didn't stick to their game plan, which they know and they've accepted. And all of a sudden everybody's going to question the 3 subs, everybody's going to question why we've changed it, everybody's going to question things who don't understand that the lads who come off were carrying knocks. And then it's easy to say the 3 lads who come on, who I thought did fine. At the end of the day, it was Lee that set up the winning goal with a very, very good cross-field opening ball. So overall happy, frustrated with the goal is the overall, but that's because you're always striving for more.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the name of the game, and I'm just racking my brains while you're talking, trying to think of the last time we actually won a midweek game, and I think it was the Kempston game pre-Christmas in the County Cup thing. So midweek games are always difficult. So to come away with 3 points is obviously very, very good. Dave, I just want to talk about the 2 centre halves, because obviously our sort of success in the last few games has been built on a solid central defensive partnership between Pat and Fish. Obviously, Pat missed out tonight through injury. Dan Carey's been out for a little while, came back into the side tonight and got himself on the score sheet as well. I thought Fish was outstanding tonight and was unlucky maybe not to get the man of the match. But how do you think Dan did as well? Because obviously it's difficult for him coming straight back into the side after a long layoff, but I thought in the main he did quite well.
Yeah, we thought he started slow. We felt we could have been a bit more positive in his early play, but you know, he's been out a few weeks, and I just felt he started to grow into it. You know, there's a lot for him. There's still a lot for him to improve on. You know, physical wise, he needs to improve, and he just needs to be more positive in what he does. And I felt the longer it went, he was. But you know, we've got time, a few more challenges. But Pat's the big miss today, by the way, and he goes and picks up an injury on a Sunday, which is not a lot of help to us. And those 2 have been the rock, because I think Pat's talking and organisation is second to none. And I don't think today us losing our shape of what we did happens with Pat there, because I think he's a natural sort of skipper, and he controls it all. We're asking then young Dan to come and try and do the exact same, which he's not going to be able to at his age. But he got better. He got his goal, which was good. He won 1 or 2 big headers for us late on. You know, he's had a decent game, and he's more likely going to start there again Saturday. And I think it'll improve the game with another game under his belt. You know, it's been a few weeks since he's played, so another game under his belt. He can only get better with that. And listen, he's at the right club that will keep giving him games. That's the important bit. We'll trust him.
Obviously, Pat missed out for injury tonight. Randy missed out for injury tonight. How long can we expect them to be out?
Well, if Pat ever gets himself to the hospital and gets an X-ray done, we might know.
It's a toe injury, isn't it?
It's his little toe, I think. And if I showed you his messages, it's broke, it's bruised, it's broke, it's bruised, it's broke, it's bruised.
And then I'll be fit for Saturday.
He was going to be okay for today on Sunday night. So the answer is, look, it's Pat. If he probably can't be bothered to go to the hospital and sit there for several hours and get it X-rayed. So he's hoping the bruising will go and he'll be fine. And listen, he's not going to have an X-ray, so we're hoping the bruising is going to go and he'll be fine, because that's the only thing we're going to get. Randy, I'm not sure. It was an injury at training on Monday at Cambridge, so I mean, the message I got from them was they felt he would be. So fingers crossed he'll be ready to go Saturday. If not, we've scored 3 goals today. It's not like we're lacking goals. So.
Excellent stuff, gents. Well, congratulations on another victory, and we look to continue that decent run away at Leverstock Green on Saturday. So we'll see you then.
Thanks, Lee.
Thank you, Lee.